In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 5th, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Cleveland Guardians versus Detroit Tigers. The Cleveland Guardians meet with the Detroit Tigers in the third game of a 5-game divisional series Tuesday evening from Comerica Park. The Guardians will have Cal Quantrill on the hill seeking his 5th win of the season. The Tigers send out Drew Hutchison. The Tigers lead the season series by a 4-2 count. The Guardians pulled off quite the upset on Sunday, defeating the Yankees and their best record in baseball. They did so in impressive fashion, shutting New York out and keeping the opposition to just a single hit. While the term letdown game may not be very analytical, that seems to be exactly what they had in Monday's loss to the Tigers. Detroit just dropped a series over the weekend to one of the few teams with a worse record than them, the Royals. Given that the Tigers are still one of the worst lineups in the league and never seem to be able to figure out their starting pitcher from game to game, the Guardians should have no issue bouncing back on Tuesday. Cleveland may not be a juggernaut either, but it is the one battling for the division lead, while Detroit is simply fighting to stay out of last place. The Guardians also boast one of the best hitters in the league this season in Jose Ramirez. He'll be helping produce run support for starter Cal Quantrill for this game. He hasn't faced the Tigers yet this season, but is coming off one of his best performances. Not only did he lead the Guardians to a win over the division-leading Twins, but he also pitched a full 8 innings in the process. While he did allow 3 runs, he pitched great overall, as they were off of just 2 home run swings. Of course, that doesn't take them away, but those are far less likely against the Tigers rather than the Twins with Carlos Correa and Byron Buxton. Even if he can't go quite as deep into the game on Tuesday, Cleveland has a top 10 bullpen coming in behind him, so the Cleveland Guardians money line is our full game side pick. The Guardians haven't fared particularly well against the Tigers pitching this season, posting an average of only 3.42 runs in the 7 meetings, including just 1 run in Game 1 of Monday's doubleheader. In addition, the Tigers' offense rarely has a big game at the plate. They have collected 4 or fewer runs in 6 out of their last 7 bouts. Quantrill should last at least 6 innings, and the Cleveland bullpen features a 3.55 ERA. The under is also a convincing 4-1 in the Tigers' last 5 games. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Tampa Bay Rays versus Boston Red Sox. The Tampa Bay Rays face the Boston Red Sox in a crucial series, with both teams looking to improve in the American League East Division. The Rays have a 43-37 record, while the Red Sox have a 45-35 record on the season and have won back-to-back games. For the upcoming game, the Rays will turn to Jeffrey Springs as their starting pitcher, while the Red Sox will turn to Nick Pivetta to start the game. The Rays are 27-13 in their last 40 in Game 2 of a series and 4-9 in their last 13 versus a team with a winning record. The over is 37-17-1 in Tampa's last 55 in Game 2 of a series. Meanwhile, the Red Sox are 20-6 in their last 26 on grass and 21-8 in their last 29 overall. Boston is 5-12 in their last 17 versus the American League East. These 2 teams come into this game with just 2 games separating them in the American League East standings. Boston won on Monday afternoon in a game where the Tampa Bay offense could not get going. In this game, Boston is starting Nick Pivetta, who has allowed a total of 6 runs over his last 28 innings. For Tampa Bay, Jeffrey Springs has allowed 7 runs in his last 10.1 innings. Pivetta is on a pretty solid run right now. Over his last 3 games, he's posted 20 combined innings with 5 earned on 18 hits and 7 walks. Pivetta has gone at least 6 innings in each of those outings as well. As for Springs, he's got 7 earned on 14 hits and a walk over his last 10.1 innings, but should be okay here. I like this one to be tight and competitive the whole way. Should be a fun rivalry game to watch. I like Boston in this matchup, as Pivetta has been pitching very well recently, so the Boston Red Sox money line is our full game side pick. The Red Sox should limit a Rays lineup that is scoring only 4.11 runs per game, with Nick Pivetta stepping up and pitching multiple strong innings on the mound. The Rays should eliminate the Red Sox lineup with Jeffrey Springs pitching multiple scoreless innings with little to no contact to prevent the Red Sox from getting on base and building rallies. Tampa Bay is averaging 3.6 runs per game in their last 10 road games, and runs won't be easy to come by on Tuesday. The Red Sox have only allowed more than 3 runs during the first 9 innings in 2 of their last 10 games started by Nick Pivetta. The Red Sox are averaging 5.3 runs in their last 10 home games, but given Jeffrey Springs' past success against them and the strength of the Rays bullpen, I don't see this game being a high-scoring one. This is a high total, and both pitchers look to step up and control this game from the first inning. This will be a low-scoring game with both starting pitchers stepping up. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Louis Cardinals versus Atlanta Braves. St. Louis will play the second game of its series at Atlanta on Tuesday night. The Cardinals entered the series after dropping 2 out of 3 in Philadelphia over the weekend. Atlanta is coming off a series win over Cincinnati, but it lost in walk-off fashion on Sunday. St. Louis is 4-9 in their last 13 road games and 5-14 in their last 19 road games against a team with a winning record, while the under is 4-1 in their last 5 games overall. Atlanta is 11-3 in their last 14 home games and 23-7 in their last 30 games overall, while the under is 4-1 in their last 5 home games. The Braves have won 4 of their last 6 games, but they've lost 2 of their last 3 home games. Even though they have been playing well offensively, they will struggle in this game because they haven't hit the ball well against right-handers, and they're facing a starter that has pitched well in recent starts. Galante gave up 7 runs in his last 4 starts and will keep Atlanta's offense in check. The Cardinals have struggled in recent games, but they continue to play well offensively, scoring 10 runs in their last 3 games. They've done a good job against right-handers, and they're facing Anderson, who has struggled in recent starts, giving up 11 runs in his last 2 starts. So expect them to play well offensively in this game. I get the reasoning for backing the Braves here, as Atlanta's been rock solid for the better part of the last month and a half. However, Ian Anderson's been the weak link in Atlanta's rotation, with an ERA over 6 at home and an ERA over 5 overall this season. As hot as the Braves have been since the beginning of June, I cannot get myself to back Anderson on Tuesday night. St. Louis has a solid lineup, and I just can't pass up on the value here with the Cardinals. So the St. Louis Cardinals money line is our full game side pick. The Cardinals are averaging 4.73 runs per game and 4.68 runs per game on the road. They averaged 3 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Braves, with Atlanta giving up 4.46 runs per game at home. The Cardinals will hit their average in this game. The Braves are averaging 4.73 runs per game and 4.85 runs per game at home. They averaged 7 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Cardinals. Anderson has been giving up runs in big chunks this season, and St. Louis is one of the top hitting teams in baseball. Arenado hit for the cycle on Friday before adding a 2-homer game on Saturday, so he is in excellent form. Atlanta possesses a ton of power in its lineup as well, and I expect the Braves to tack on some runs against a rookie pitcher. The total has gone over in 6 of the last 9 head-to-head meetings between these teams. While this game may be happening the day after July 4th, but I still expect plenty of fireworks from these teams. With St. Louis giving up 4.2 runs per game at home, the Braves will score enough runs to push the score over the projected total as our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.